What's up, crypto fam? Welcome back to the OpEI quarantine studio. Good evening, good afternoon, not good night. Anyways, welcome back. Today we want to talk about something that's very close to our hearts, near and dear to me, and that is the shared values of the global cryptocurrency community. And this is something that it's a main motivator for me to be involved in this space and to be continually, invested in it. And, I'm just going to share my story a little bit and give you some context for it. But basically, head back to 2016, I was working a job that paid me very well, but ethically was really burning me out. Excuse me. I was working for a real estate investment company as an asset manager. I was working for a real estate investment company as an asset manager, and basically what my job entailed was flying around the country to all the locations where my bosses own these properties, and they were places like Gary, Indiana, West Baltimore, East Atlanta, some pretty hard hit areas, lower income, and it was my job to make these properties revenue. So what it basically ended up being was taking a lot of calls from people whose homes we were loaning them, had a loan on, and making sure that they paid that on time, and if they couldn't, I had to get them out and evict them. And it burned me out because it's just crushing. It's families. They're calling me, hey, my paycheck was a little late this week. Can I get another week? I'm like, yeah, I got you. Running up the chain, and they tell me, nope, get them out. And they're a week behind on their payment, and now they're out on the street. And just seeing the effect of that it just burned me out. And so I came to the decision I got to find something new in 2016. I was like, what's out there? What's the coolest thing I can get into? What's something that's more aligned with like my personal morals? And what I came across was cryptocurrency. And my background is Mennonite, which is basically one step above Amish. Shun all technology, no jewelry, no phones, nothing like that. And so, what I did was I went completely opposite. I said, what's the most cutting edge technology that's out there? What can I get into? And I found blockchain and cryptocurrency. Bitcoin. Yeah. And so, I had some savings. That's been my story for sure. And I got into crypto initially just to make some money. I think like a lot of us do, or just to preserve my wealth. And I stuck around though because of the community, this global group of people who are so friendly and inclusive. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you're into. If you're here and you want to work and build a better tomorrow, using these decentralized systems, and you think there's a better way out there than what we're currently doing, welcome. And I was so sold on that I dedicated my entire career to it, completely got out of the real estate game, and now my full-time job is literally promoting cryptocurrency adoption and education, and just getting as many people into the space as I possibly can. Yeah. And I know you feel similarly.
Yeah, I do. I found the same thing. Every time you travel to different countries, and of course I always want to meet the crypto fam, and you go to these meetups, and it's a different country, a different culture, people speak a different language, and yet you're gonna find a bunch of adventurers and entrepreneurs and innovators and problem solvers and just risk takers and early adapters who share values with you, and it's like, oh my God, it feels like I'm with my friends all of a sudden.
And you're in a brand new country and speaking a language that is not your first language.
Right.
It feels like home.
It does, and I just feel like most people are stuck in their everyday routine, and it's kind of like being on a highway and just being stuck in traffic jam. And then on this side, there's like the autobahn of builders who are just building, and nobody's jumping in front of you to stop you from working 80
Mhm.
hours a week if you want.
Yeah, no,
So-
it's the Wild West, and if you want somewhere where your hard work and your innovation and your creativity is going to see a massive, reward, this is the space for you. This is where it's happening. This is where the movers and the shakers and the innovators are putting their time and working their butt off, even in the down market when there's not a ton of public interest. It's really cool to see.
Yeah,
It's
it
really
is.
cool to
It
see.
is. And we, ever since we read the white paper, and everybody will keep
For
telling
Bitcoin.
you that, it changed my life, the white paper. And I used to listen to that and think, what the hell is in that white paper that changed your life? And, you read this electronic, peer-to-peer electronic cash system, and that's partly what inspired our vision, because we see people, 70% at the moment, 70% of the country is aware of Bitcoin, but we
Right.
still don't see like commerce, and we want to see more commerce, crypto
Mhm.
commerce
Mhm.
happening.
That's
So-
when the real fundamental change begins.
Right. And we believe a lot of the social, economical, and political problems will be gone simply because we will anchor again to sound money.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And money is basically causing, like, the inflation of money, and the current monetary system causes a lot of social problems that people may or may not see initially.
Well, it took me, kicking families out of homes to realize, hey, the system is broken. It's not working the way it's
Yeah.
supposed to. And it just comes back to the whole debt, credit, lending cycle. I mean, we're basically a bank. And yeah, it's time for a change. People are starting to wake up to it. And this pandemic is really just going to add some fuel to the fire of, people are becoming more open to a new way of doing things. And Bitcoin, we're building tomorrow, today. So,
Right? So let's build the open economy we all deserve.
amen.